everybody. Welcome to the second episode of All The Racquet. I'm Armand.
I'm Daniel.
And we have here the two reigning women's champs of P1 Paddle.
I'm Parissa.
I'm Sarah.
And they've basically been able to not only compete at a high level at our club, but they've also traveled across the world, across the states, to compete in multiple USPA tournaments. So they're kind of the perfect first guest of the podcast. So thank you guys for being here.
No, thank you for having us.
How are you guys doing?
Doing
So
good.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Any news on your recovery? Because I know you're nursing an injury right now.
Yes, I tore my calf muscles 5 weeks ago. Getting there.
And how are you doing in your paddle journey?
I'm learning a lot. I've embraced the process of trying to get better with the glass, slicing, all of that. So I'm working on it, thanks to Daniel too, and Coach Carlos.
Hey, so how do you know Daniel? Just wondering. Is there something there?
Well, I'm Daniel's mom, as everybody knows. The ongoing joke that Armand started. So now, yeah, I'm known as his mom at the club. So no longer have a name.
Yeah. So is that something that like you kind of want to like go back to being, you know, like Parissa's kid is Daniel instead of it being like Daniel's mom? Because at some point, that's what WhatsApp knew you as. But then now it has kind of switched up. Like, I don't know. Is it because now you're, you know... Listen, guys. You know how it is. You have conversations. You're having a nice time. And you blurt something out that maybe you shouldn't be talking about or isn't ready to be talked about yet, or maybe you just shouldn't say anything at all. This is just one of those times. So when that happens, you're going to hear a nice little transition. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a nice little freeze frame. And then we're just going to pretend like it never happened again. Does that sound good? All right. We're moving on now. Is that maybe why like the dynamics changed?
I think because he spends so much time there and, you know, he plays all level games. You see him in very competitive games. You see him with beginners. He's very welcoming to everybody. So everybody knows him. And I'm...
Damn. That's crazy. It happened again. Anyways.
Well, but because of that, I think people have really gotten to know him. So of course, as a mother, like I love that he's welcomes anyone and everyone to his game. So I love it. I'll be Daniel's mom. I'm good.
I love that. Now, what if? Can I just propose something to you guys?
Sure.
So we've been playing a lot of cross court lately, right? Where it's just instead of the usual doubles at paddle, it's
Like training.
Would you be open to having like a, you know, like take it all kind of like game where it's like you guys one-on-one.
You're known
and
as...
whoever wins
Ooh, I
gets
like
to take
this.
the mantle.
Yes, I think we should do this.
I like that idea,
I think this
guys.
is a great idea.
Guys, new video content coming soon to a YouTube near you. Daniel's mom versus Parissa's kid. Check it out.
1v1.
1v1.
Cross court.
Exactly.
Yes.
Winner take all.
I like it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no
God.
money though. We don't have money for that yet. Not yet. Until we get monetized. So guys, please subscribe, like all the content, please. No, but so it is funny that you mentioned the whole you welcome everybody to your games because you're really good at that.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah, and I'd like to think I'm pretty.
Well,
good
you
at
are
it.
too. Yeah,
Well,
you are too.
Yeah. I'm
You
pretty
do.
good at that. And honestly, you guys are too.
Yes.
You play with
So-
literally probably every single person at the club.
Yeah.
You've literally
and-
probably played a game with every single member at our
Which is
club.
great.
I try to. I know, like, after these holidays, like, I kind of slacked off a little bit. So now I come back and I'm like, yo, who are these people?
Yeah, it's
There's so many
gotten
new
big.
faces.
It's so cool because I remembered last year, we went through the same thing, where it was just like, now I'm seeing all these people that are just now starting out, and then some of them are sick. And then some of them, all right, hey, you want to get some... I promise you guys, we're going to get so much better at this. But until then, it's still a great time, but, you know, it's really cool because I think that we've got a pretty good group here where I think you guys especially are pillars of our community here at P1. Because it's like,
100%.
yeah, like when it's like, you know, when we have our ladies' night socials, right? When you guys sign up for that, it's packed. Like they like all 7 courts are filled. No, 8. Sorry. 8 courts are full. And it's like there's just much more engagement in the things that you guys are involved with. And then every time that you guys put out a game, like, you know, through the WhatsApp or stuff like that, people are very eager, whether it's like men or ladies, everyone's eager to play with you guys. And so, like, what was your kind of like when did that kind of start to shift for you guys, where you guys went from, you know, being welcomed by everybody to you guys now welcoming everybody in the club?
I think when we both kind of saw, once we teamed up, and we saw that, you know, everybody wanted maybe a little bit of time with us on the court, whatever level, I think it says a lot. So I think it's important to take the time and play with everybody and show everyone that, you know, we want to be on the court with all levels, and, you know, like as far as friends, very competitive, beginners, ladies night. I think we both have spent some time with that and with the ladies on the court, trying to show them that, you know, we want to be there. We want to be a part of that too. So
Yeah. Also, when I started my first month, everybody was so supportive. I was just learning the padel, and so I had a lot of people that supported me in my journey as well. So right now I'm trying to just pay it forward too for the newcomers.
Good outlook.
What about you? When did that start for you?
What?
Just kind of like everybody wanting to sort of like join your games and kind of seeing you as like that guy that like they want to play with and learn from. Because and I'll speak to this, you know, there was a moment in time where I think that there was players at the club where it was like, whoa, like Daniel's really high up there, like in the socials, you know, where it's like he's starting court 1 or he's starting center court. There was kind of like this thing where I don't think people realized
there was a
how
shift.
good. Yeah. People didn't realize like how good you got so quickly.
Yeah.
And when they started seeing that, then it was kind of like this thing where I saw a shift in the club where everybody was like, dude, like I really like playing with this guy just because he's a good dude. But also now it's like a skill thing where it's like a lot of like the higher level players was like, hey, do you want to get a game in? Right? And so I think that tends to happen with like, again, like the pillars, where it's like, I think when you realize like someone's good, that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Because there's honestly so many players. There's a lot of good players at the club. But like when you see like that person's like very approachable, which honestly a lot of people are, but I think that you guys do kind of take that extra step of making sure that everybody feels welcome.
You too.
Thank you.
I
Yes,
think there's a lot of
definitely.
good people.
There's so much,
in
yeah.
our community with that though.
Yeah, but I'm very curious. Like, do you guys think is it because they see you getting so good, and then but they also see that you're approachable, and you're like, okay, I do want to play with these guys, or is it just the fact that because you're just out there so much and they're seeing your vibe? Like, what is it? Is it a skill thing or is it like a vibe thing? You guys think? Why?
I think it's a vibe
I
thing.
think it's
Yeah,
a mix
it's
of
probably a
both.
vibe thing.
And I think both skill and vibe are very important, because I think, you know, like even for me, like when I kept hitting balls to the parking lot or donating to the church nearby, I mean, there's gonna be like certain games where it's like, you know what, do we really want to play with this guy?
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously when I started kind of being able to put up a good game, then, you know, things get a little bit better.
I think like vibes are definitely important no matter what your skill is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your skill isn't really that necessary as much as vibes are. You can't be an asshole out there, you know.
No, you
Because I think there are two things that can be learned while playing padel: skills and interpersonal. Because it's always played doubles.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's why you guys are good together.
that's true. That's true. Well, okay, hold on. So we're talking about vibes and like how important that is to like reaching out to people, right? Okay, but then let's kind of compare the games that you have where you're trying to introduce someone to paddle versus you're just trying to sort of play more of like a lock-in game, right? It's like, don't worry, I'm gonna get there.
I know you are.
But like, you know, when I watch you guys play, unless it's a USPA tournament, even if it's one of those like really serious games where it's a higher level game, you guys are always like having fun.
True.
But like, what is the what are the main differences like between, you know, a social game for you guys versus a more intense game? Do you talk less to the other team? Are you just saying less things? Are you trying to speed up the game? Like, what's like the main Like, is there even a difference, or do you guys
Absolutely.
approach everything?
No,
the same
there's a
way?
difference.
There's
Go
a
ahead.
huge difference for me. I think we tend to communicate more during unofficial or USBA games, but during social games, we just like slack it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I think the social games, what I found with us, we try to keep the ball in play a little more, and
Keep it fun.
we want to keep some good rallies going. We're all smiling. It's a little bit different vibe, as you would say. I know when we're competing, we're both just, we're very much locked in. We don't communicate. we don't communicate very much with the other team. We actually prefer that. We like to be on when we come off the court, we like to be on a separate side so we can talk and communicate about what we're seeing on the court. We're just different when we're competing.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Not as friendly, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
yeah, I try to slack it off a little bit if I'm playing to beginners, newcomers. I don't want to scare them away. I want to support them. Like, hey guys, we're here to support you. Like, we would love for you guys to come more often.
Yeah, we want them to come back.
Build a community that way.
You're pretty. So it's funny. I think you have a pretty drastic change between a lock-in game versus a social game. He's laughing his butt
It's
off.
funny. He looked at me during the middle of one of our tournaments. He was like, "Stop slacking off," and I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry."
Dude, no. Okay, because there was one matchup.
Yeah, there was one match.
There was just one matchup.
He looks at me in the middle of the match. He was like, "You're not playing. You can play."
I need the competitive.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And here's the thing. We knew we were going to win that game. Like, I wasn't nervous, right?
Yeah.
But then it got to... It
was like 5-3.
5-3.
You're like, okay,
He
no,
was like,
enough.
"All right, buddy,
Enough.
Like,
stop
hold on.
this."
Hold on a second. Because I was like, you know what? If we let him take one more game...
It's a little too close for
Yeah.
comfort.
It's a
Yeah.
little, I might start clenching here. Like, I
Right.
might actually start
Right.
thinking, like, they might actually come back. And look, we were already up a set, so it's fine. But
Yeah,
I could... And look, again, he is... You are at such a high level now where it's like, those games, like, you will start to kind of, like, doze off a little bit.
No,
but
not those. I just don't want to, like... There's no reason to do it when you don't need to do it, right? So.
I'm an asshole. I'm like, look,
He's like,
I don't care.
"Buddy, we're winning this right here."
Yeah, this guy.
It was a
got
tournament,
here.
though. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not.
No, but even in like
competitive match.
some new settings, and then they'll just keep short lobbing. I'm like, you gotta learn at some point.
Yeah.
Damn, it's like you
Armand does not care.
but I mean, at some point you kind of you gotta do it to him, right?
He said,
You do.
Gotta do
You
it
do.
to him.
I agree.
Do, because it's like if you hold back too much, like, it's almost just kind of like who else is gonna do this for you? Because I know everyone at the club is very nice. Well,
Yeah, there's a lot of.
and like everyone's very nice, and then there's just like that different competitive level where it's like, okay, is this person gonna smash on a new player?
Yeah.
I've learned where it's like I used to play with newer players and then never even come close to like how I would normally play. Does that even help them? That's why I kind of changed my approach a little bit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I will say though, for me, the only difference between a social game for me now and then a more competitive game, I don't do my lock-in face.
Oh no.
Oh, you're locking face.
Yeah. The lock-in face is important. I've realized that whenever I'm watching, you guys all play. And everybody has a different lock-in face at the club.
Yeah.
You
This is true.
have the most intense lock-in face.
She
I've ever seen in my life.
She does.
Because I'm just like, so when I see Paris's lock-in face, not only do I just see like intensity, like she's just like looking into like the other team's soul, right? But it's not just that. I can legitimately, I know in her head she's playing her theme song.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's just
agree
going
to
on.
that.
repeat.
It's going on repeat. And I'm like, oh my God.
God.
And then every time it's that first, the scariest thing for me is when you do your lock-in face and you hit that first return. And, usually in paddle, they'll say, like, wait to move up, right? Like, they'll be like, wait to move up.
She hits that two-handed
She
backhand
hits a two-handed backhand.
And then
and just
I just
sprints
know,
into the net.
sprints into the net, and I just know at that point, the music not only is playing in her head, she turned the volume up,
yeah,
and she's like, oh, and I'm like, oh my God, like
this is it.
this is it. Like, she's probably gonna score right here. And no offense, it's either a French shot or you score.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, But it's the scariest thing. Like, I can't even, like, I've been on the other side of that, guys. It is like that is the most clenched I've been at paddle. Is seeing Marissa
Wow.
go
Yeah.
20 miles, like 200 miles an hour, like just coming right at me, and I'm like, if I don't lob this over, if I just hit like a normal volley, if I don't hit an insane thing, dude, she's hitting this right at my foot,
Yeah,
or she's gonna try to
yeah.
like body bag me, and then it's over.
And as her partner, I always get left behind. I was like, oh, hold on.
Me too.
I freak out.
We had a game last week, and so we start losing a little bit. And first of all, you guys, new racket. All right, I lost my
New
racket at home, so I had to get a demo racket.
New
Right?
racket.
So it was a little hard. It was a little bit of an adjustment period, you know. A little bit of wind, right, guys?
Yeah, that's right. There was wind.
Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of wind. And I know there was a
It was
moment.
a shift. I know. And
I
people
was
see
like-
it. I know.
And I was like, shit. Because I was like, all right, I got to lock in too, right? But every return that she made, like immediately, as soon as like she hit that ball, she's moving. I'm like, uh-oh. And I had to like kind of try to keep up with that. And it was one of like, it was euphoric. I was like, oh my God.
Euphoric.
I've never had to move up to like the net that much so quickly.
Yeah, you definitely get your cardio on when you play with me. Huh?
God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But it was awesome because like I like that confidence where I'm like, you know what? She's probably gonna get it anyways. Like they're gonna have to hit it down here. So I was like, she's got the middle cover. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna keep running. It worked. Like we actually beat you guys in that set. What, 6-4? Very close though.
So.
Yeah, and I was like, yes, and then we got kicked off to the next court.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always fun playing with you. But
Yeah.
it's like, but
I
it's
feel
so-
the same way about you.
Thank
I always
you.
enjoy it. We have a good time.
Yeah, you definitely get a lot of laughs playing with me, no matter what the score is.
No, we have a great time together. No
Yeah.
matter what.
I almost love playing at the same time as you on another court because I can hear all of your dialogue.
This is
but
true.
none of-
Oh yeah,
none of
this is
I
true.
love
anybody
that.
else's.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been told I'm like, and I started to think to myself like, I might be deaf because like
You said it editing the last episode.
Well, yeah, because
Could
I
be
just
a
have like,
possibility.
why am I so loud? Like, so I have like so someone was telling me the other day like, yeah, when I'm walking with you, you'll just start talking into my ear really like you're like screaming in my ear, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Or like,
And you're just not aware of it. Like, no.
No, I'm not
Okay. Okay.
like I think I'm talking normally, or I just get excited, right? Or
That's it. I think it's when you're excited.
it's when I'm
That's what I
excited.
think.
I'm excited a lot though. It's bad.
Right.
That's why.
I'm excited a lot.
I'm
though.
excited a lot.
So you're just loud as we.
I'm loud, you know. And I only mean loud volume wise. I don't mean the other loud. But I do this thing. Filipinos do this, by the way.
I noticed that
On the
a lot.
phone, right?
Yes, I agree.
They
When
get
you're on
really
the
loud.
phone,
Yeah.
and then it's just like you answer and you don't want like someone to like can't hear you. So you just sit, like as soon as you pick up the phone, I'm talking like this. Hello? Like I'm just like screaming.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing my grandma's thing. My grandma will answer the phone, full speakerphone, and she'll shove like the speaker into her ear. And then she go, hello? And I'm like, oh my God. Like,
It's on speaker.
no, it's on speaker. And she's screaming into the other, into the other like.
I think that's
outside.
everyone's grandma, honestly.
Yeah.
No. But,
Right?
no, but, well, first of all, my grandma's built different because she'll do this in a public setting. And then,
Okay.
My
she'll be-
grandma's built different.
She is. Can you imagine? Like she'll have a full, like conversation. She'll just freestyle a whole hour while she's at the DMV, and she's like she's yelling, like through speakerphone, with another old Filipino lady who's also.
Oh God.
yelling.
So
Yelling
everyone
at a
around
DMV.
really is
Everyone
enjoying the
around,
conversation.
Yeah, enjoying maybe. Yeah, sure. They're just talking about Walmart and like
He said
how.
enjoying, sure.
Yeah, they're talking about Walmart
Probably not.
and because my grandma like. Well, no, I think Filipinos just love Walmart. Can you attest to this? Is that like a thing?
I could not. So.
Okay, maybe it's just
Because I'm the first generation here,
Just
so
a
I don't have an
Sacramento
immediate
thing.
family that's around me.
okay. We just like deals, you know.
Oh, yeah, I love deals.
Well,
Deals, yeah.
well, sorry, we're going back. Okay, we're back to the whole like how you
But he
become
loves a
Parissa.
discount.
Like, so for you, I want to start off with you then. Like, how did you become partners with Parissa? Like, when did it start?
I remember the first time I played with her was during a club night, and it happened to be the Halloween night, Halloween celebration. I go crazy. At that time, I've been looking for prospects, new partners.
Prospects
And then
is
when I-
crazy.
and then so we rotated around until we get to play together. And I saw that after her first shot, and then she dashes toward, she goes up to volley right away. I saw that night, and I was like, ooh, I like this girl. Let me get her number after this game. And then it built up from there.
And was it like
I was also I was wearing a pea pod with my previous partners. It was funny. It was a funny night.
Two peas in a pod. It was really
two peas
cute.
in a pod.
I remember that. So if you guys remember, I was also there in the.
That's right.
I was in the blender. So you know the
was
blend.
so-
I don't know if anybody listened to the Blend Tech guy or watched the Blend Tech guy. Like 10 years ago, there's a channel on YouTube. All he does is like blend stuff. So
I
was like-
remember you walking up to the club and you were holding up this blender. I was like,
hell
what
is
are
this
you?
guy
Who
doing?
are you?
It's very niche. I
With
think.
a wig. I was like,
I had a wig
hello.
on. I had gloves on, and then I had the full. So it was a very last minute costume because, you know, club, like when they announced the club night thing, they were like, oh, by the way, we're gonna make it Halloween themed. And then our friend had like also like a last minute like Halloween event. So I was like, oh crap, I need a last minute
Put together something, yeah.
put together something. So I had to buy a real lab coat from Amazon. I don't know, maybe is that? It said it was an authentic lab coat. It's thick, okay, and then I looked at the guy's fit in the video, and it's like dress shirt. You know, he had jeans on, which is fine, but jeans and then gloves, like lab gloves, which I didn't have time to find actual lab gloves. I bought like the gardener tools, you know, which is really thick. And I tried playing in that.
I was just going to say, I bet that was interesting
Yeah,
playing
what
paddle
the
with
hell?
that.
Oh no, I was passed out for sure. Like I was having a heat stroke. I'm like sweating. I played against her previous partner that she dumped the same night, and I was just like sweating and like I can barely like even focus in on the game. And yeah, and the wig was like starting to like fall a little bit. And I was just
I think I
this is
remember
such
this.
a mistake.
I do remember
Yeah, we took a
this.
photo
Yes.
like as a group.
Yes.
I'll put it up on the screen. But it was the most insane. I actually tried to play with the blender on my left hand too. That didn't work.
I think I remember that. Your first
What?
game.
Yeah.
He did.
I-
in
I-
the first game.
Listen, when I'm in a bit, I will commit.
Oh, you think I don't know that?
Huh? Oh yeah.
I don't know
I've
that?
seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, the bald cap was tough. Bald cap was tough. Yeah, I had a.
Oh, all right.
You know. Yeah.
That's right.
No. Yeah.
The
I had
axe.
a. Yeah. I love our members, so I just wanted to be like them, and
That's
I put
his
a
love
bald-
language, guys.
Yeah, I put a bald cap on, and I was like, dude, this is so tough to play in. Like,
It actually is his love language. You're right, Sarah.
no, but you.
It means he has a crush on you.
Sometimes. You know what's crazy?
Sometimes.
You know what's crazy is when I put that bald cap on, I just remembered like I got like so much sweat in my eye because it's like
I remember
right here,
this, yeah.
and I'm like just trying to like just play, and I'm like, hold on, Dan.
You kept it on the whole time.
You
No, I
did.
kept
You
it
never
on.
took it off. I was
No,
at the court
yeah.
next to you.
Yeah, and it was funny because like you know my friend who I was like, you know, dressed up as or whatever, he's on the other side. Like he was honestly he was kind of pissed off.
I
He
was
a
gonna
good
be.
sport.
I was just
You-
gonna
no,
say
no,
that.
No. He was a good sport.
No, but when
He
he
was a good
first saw
sport.
when he first walked in,
Yeah,
I was like,
of
oh,
course.
dude, I was like, legitimately like when I walked up to him, I was spraying
The hacks.
the axe,
Yeah.
and so I think that.
Daniel, watch this.
But it was pretty bad because you know after that he was laughing. By the way, like
Yeah.
He was a good sport.
I think there was a moment of shock from him.
Yeah.
and then
That's all it was.
Yeah.
We
He
were
like,
playing against him, and he was dressed like this.
Okay, that's too funny.
it was pretty. It was you know this. Look, guys, when I say we have a great community,
Yes, we do.
It's
we have
insane.
such a great
We do.
community.
The fact that he's even allowed to do this and
Because-
he doesn't
Yeah.
get his ass beat.
No, here's my thing. I fully went in that costume, and I
It was
like,
a possibility.
No, I texted. Yeah, because I texted.
Did you warn him?
No. But I told.
No.
But I told, no, because. Well, I told. So I had a game before that, and I texted my friends. I was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, if you guys want a show, I might get my ass beat after a game because I'm dressing up as this person." They're like, "What are you talking about?" And then I pulled through, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then so when they saw me walk up, and I'm just like.
Yeah.
Spraying all this axe, they're like, dude, yeah, you. So, and he was such, like I said, like I think after the shock hit, he was laughing. about
At first, it was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this guy doing?
He needed time to process it. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
But then as soon as he processed it, he had a lot of fun. And also, he hit the nastiest bajada towards me that game. So
I think you deserve
I'm
it.
sure he did.
I think
no,
he,
no, yeah,
yeah,
I'm sure
I
he
think
did.
he wanted that one.
But anyways, I'm sorry. So, as far as like, going back, we kind of veered off a little bit here. Going back to your guys' partnership and how it started. So obviously on your side, that's when that.
Yeah, and then I
started.
remember telling her, "Oh my God, where have you been this whole time?"
Yeah.
So-
Was that same night? Did you feel that instant sort of connection, like playing with or against her?
So at the time, I know the club has grown a lot, and we have some amazing players now. Isabella is one of them. It's grown so much, but at that time, I hadn't met many women that were good players. I was just playing like higher level games with like the men. So to find a woman that I can get on the court with and actually even
massive,
compete with the
yeah.
men,
Yeah.
it was such a it was so empowering for her and I. And we just kind of locked in, and we just, the chemistry's there. Yeah. So as everyone knows that competes, chemistry is so important on the court and off the court, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I think it all tied in very well together, and we were very fortunate. It was all timing.
I agree.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long did it take before you guys decided, okay, we're going to compete in this USPA? Was it immediate or?
I'm going to leave this to her because she's the one that really,
I'm
as
the one
everyone
sending her-
knows, she sends me dates, tournaments, which ones
Screenshots.
can you do, so she coordinates, and then wherever I can do it, of course I'm in.
I think
Yeah.
it may have took us 6 months later to really start, like to be open to like, hey, are you open to doing a USPA? So our first travel happened not till 6 months after.
I see.
But before that, we started playing more socially.
Yeah. And was it, when you guys played socially, like, did you notice like a ramp up in like the people that were hitting you guys up? Or were you guys the ones that were actually like reaching out to people and saying, hey, like this is the matchup that we want?
A mixed of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's, for me, it depends on my partner. Because like there's a lot of time. So if I put a game match out and Daniel's my partner, that game fills up like immediately. Or there'll be people like, hey, I noticed your game's full, but like, when if somebody drops out, like, maybe just give me a call.
I'm on the wait list.
I'm on the way. Yeah. But then like if like if it's like just me or whatever, then it tends to be like a little bit like it'll still fill up.
Of course it's going to fill up. Are you
No,
kidding?
don't
It's
say
going to
that.
fill up.
But it's the
That is
funniest
not
thing.
true.
No, but it's
Not
it's
true.
but it's hilarious. Like how much pull this guy has when I put like on the WhatsApp. Oh yeah, I'm a Daniel.
It
Bam.
depends.
It's
It depends.
so
It
funny.
depends. It depends.
But it's
then-
the same thing with you guys though. Like every time I see you guys, like when you guys post a WhatsApp, like oh hey, like we're playing.
You guys are always the
Immediately.
chat lights up.
Chat lights up. Chat lights up, and then you got people like starting to kind of like talk a little banter.
Yes,
That's
they-
best.
the bantering
The
is what we-
bantering is the
Yeah,
best.
and I think it opened doors as well to more mixed doubles games.
Yeah, which
Yes,
is the
this is
best.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mixed
So I
doubles,
noticed
yeah.
that.
It's fun. Yeah, we need to do that more. in the
Different
club.
dynamics. So a few other like men players asking us, hey, can you do mixed doubles, mix? Like, yeah.
So we end
So
up
different
playing
dynamics.
against each other as well.
which is good.
Yeah, it's very good because we, obviously, tennis background. I don't want to go off topic, but tennis background, badminton. She's, she slows down the game. She's very precise. I like to play fast and hard. Everybody knows that. So I think that's where we definitely complement each
Her
other.
balls, I could feel when it lands on my racket. They're so heavy and
I
super
know, I
strong.
slit my hand.
I think that
Yeah.
caused my
It
tennis
slips.
elbow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, very
It's all your
powerful
fault.
shots. Powerful shots.
Yeah, you injured your partner. How does that feel? No,
That would feel terrible.
It's
by the way.
reassuring though that I have a strong partner.
Yeah, yeah. I think, was it Courts and Coffee one of the first times that we played together?
Yes.
And
You were one of the first people I was on the court with.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was insane because I just remembered I'm like, like I said, it's Courts and Coffee, guys, right? It's social, it's pretty chill, whatever. And I'm expecting like like everybody's usually like, well, not everybody, but I was hungover. I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's. A
I
lot of
was
people who had a
hungover.
good night
It
the
was-
last night.
I think that's what courts or coffee are meant
It's
is meant
for.
for.
Basically,
Yeah.
I joke around that it's Courts and Hangover.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I just remembered. So And I've never seen Persa before. Like, oh, I'm Persa. I'm like, oh wow, this lady seems really nice, right? Whatever. And then I'm like, do you mind if I play left? And then she goes, yeah, I'm lefty. And I was like, sweet,
This works
cool.
perfectly.
This is
yeah.
great. And then so I hit a nice volley, and so the other person hits a short lob, and I was like, sweet. But then I see her like revving up, and I'm like,
Wait,
what is she gonna do?
Wait a minute.
And then she, first of all, you know, again, this is back when the club was a little bit younger, so nobody was really doing the tennis grunts, okay?
Oh, God.
So she does a tennis grunt and also just like smashes it down the middle. And I looked at the other two on the other side. They were shocked because again, they're just like, I mean, they're just trying to survive out there. I'm probably giving them just as much of a horrified look, and I was like, yo, I was like, I'm like, first of all, yo, I'm about to win this game for sure. Points
But
on
he's
the
winning
leaderboard.
the ball.
Oh, I'm winning the game.
Americano points.
No, well, because so I wanted to win because I never won a raffle before. But I was like, she was my first partner that Courts and Coffee.
You were like, I may get lucky.
Yo, so I was like, dude, I'm about to like, this is gonna be a streak right here. I was worried though. I was like, okay, but we have 4 other games after this. Am I gonna have to go against her?
No.
But then I just remembered that I was like, yo, like who is this lady? You know? And then at some point, it was so bad because at some point they stopped hitting it to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, I'm also just trying to survive. Come on, you know.
These
but-
are great memories.
It is
Great. Oh,
But it's like, okay, so from Courts and Coffee or from like, you know, I don't know, like an official game or a league match, like what do you guys do anything different before you get to the courts? Like, is there any mental prep or any conversations that you guys are having? Or just anything that you do differently? Like, is
As
there
a team, yeah.
So, I mean, I have my own individual rituals. I know that she does too,
Obviously,
but then
yeah.
when we always come early. We always need to warm up.
How
I
do you
know
warm
we
up
both
normally?
warm up. Well, we just, I mean, however, if we can get a court,
Yeah.
you know, just starting slow, just to get a rhythm
Get
and
your
a
feel
flow, just connecting with the ball and just breathing. I know both her and I, breathing is huge. I've noticed with both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down.
It's the nervous system. Both of us have that, and I think we're very good about that. But just having that time together where we're not rushed before we get on the court to play a competitive match. We like to get there early. We like to prep. We like to talk. We like to just do our own thing. Just make sure we're mentally, physically,
Yeah.
everything, we're ready. And with us, communication is huge. So, but we do have our own individual rituals before we get to the court as well.
Yeah, I've actually talked to you guys about this because we had a 5 p.m. match. This was a few months ago, but if you remember, I was I think 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late, and it's because
Go
I had
figure.
Well,
Filipino time.
listen, I mean, no, but
I was 10 minutes late per usual.
Let me tell you something though. This was not a Filipino. This was actually like work.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the work
it's
that
different.
But
Yes.
He always says, I got caught late at work.
hey, well,
Bro.
this one was legit because I remember you guys saw it. Like I was a little.
Yeah, you were flustered. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
flustered.
you were
Like I was
flustered
like I'm like trying to hold on to things. Things are falling, and they're like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "No, I just it's just one of those days at work where there was just a lot."
Sure.
And so usually, when I'm on my way to paddle, like I'll put something light on. Like I'll put like I don't know, like I'll listen to like The Fray or something. Calm myself down. Something. But I remember that day, like just zero. Like I was just listening to the road. I'm like, and I'm going like 80 miles an hour.
Damn, no music?
No
It's
music.
just-
It was one of those days.
God.
But
Like you almost got into a car crash.
80
basically.
miles.
Turning the radio off.
Well, and trying to make a left at that at Oak.
Oh yeah,
Yes, it's a nightmare.
Where the green lights, the green light only turns
Oh
on
my
for 2
God.
seconds.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I want to let you guys know, like, I care about you guys so much. No, I slammed the gas as soon as I saw a gap. I'm like, all right,
He said, I'm
here we
getting
go,
there.
baby. I'm getting inside. Like,
One
because-
more minute is not going to get lost.
No, because it's always a yellow light, and
It
it's
is.
like it's traffic. And so I was like, as soon as I saw that van pulling up, I'm like, yeah, this van's not fast enough, and it just peeled. But there are times where, because I love 5 p.m. games because it's like
They're the
I like
best.
I like getting home early. I like to be able to
Unwind.
shower, unwind before going to bed. So I love 5 p.m. games. So because of my work schedule, it's always like really tough to make it on time. But those times where I'm really like rushing to get the paddle, as soon as I start playing, I'm like, it feels off.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh no.
No, right? That's where preparation is so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And I think also the prep that most players, for sure pros, do that we don't see in the court or in the club, the prep the night before or in the morning of, the rituals,
Their diet, yeah.
Yeah.
the getting the right amount of sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think the diet part, that's something that I was actually not that bad at when it came to like the USPA in San Diego. Like I ate pretty all right. Like I remembered
You guys did your pasta meal, didn't you?
That was after.
That was after?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. That was a sad pasta meal. That was the
That
all right,
was,
we're carb.
Okay, I
we need to make
understand.
up for
Yes,
it.
okay.
Pasta meal.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna carb load, but not because we're trying
Playing
to work
tomorrow.
out.
Yeah,
No,
Because we're
okay.
drowning our sadness
Okay.
in
Yeah.
I understand.
pasta.
Yeah, one of our friends.
This guy ordered the biggest plate of food I've ever seen, along with Angelo.
Well, I mean that's. Listen, I like my boy was drowning in sorrows because
that 12-year-old.
there was. Have you guys?
Oh, that's right.
You guys have seen that 12-year-old in Tactica, right? He's like
Oh
a tennis
yes,
prodigy.
I've seen.
His dad
He's
runs
amazing.
the club or something.
Right.
Yeah, he's amazing.
But see, this is why I try to keep the shit talking a little bit minimal, because all morning he's like, dude, all we gotta do is lob it over his
Yeah,
head.
Angelo's like, look at him, we got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
He's like, dude, light work, right? And they could lob it over him, and I was like, dude, this is why you don't talk. Like
We
that.
see him after the first set. He's low-key really good, man.
And I just remembered, I think after that, after they got beat, we're all talking, to each other, like, oh man, that was a really rough game. And I'm like, where's Angelo? And then I look over, in the distance, there's a bench.
Oh no.
He's just sitting.
He's just sitting on the bench.
He's
Just
like
sad.
this. And I was just like, oh, but I remembered all of us, by the way, like after that tournament, that's when we all started taking paddle a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you know what? That was actually pretty embarrassing. We're not letting that happen again. But back to the diet thing. Well,
We let it happen again.
hold
That
on.
was
No,
to
not you.
Arizona.
Hold on. I want to say this, okay? I had a pretty bad game in Arizona recently.
It happened again.
No, okay, well, hold on. We took 3 sets off that team, okay? And I would like to say that it probably was a combination of caffeine maybe, or, maybe, there was a lot of wind in that indoor.
There was a lot of
a lot of wind in the indoor facility.
the air conditioning
Very
was
bad.
It was the AC.
It was a little, yeah. No, so we won the our second match.
We played 2 games, but it's only because he had 4 beers before the second match to take all his nerves off.
That's right. Okay.
That's
But
a very
it worked.
good
Hold
idea.
on, hold on.
He played like an absolute maniac.
Let me tell
Okay.
you something, all right? So the secret is alcohol
And
and the fact that I didn't have to pay for the alcohol. Because
Free beers.
Free
on
beers.
Okay.
because they were like, oh, like we have these like beers on tap, like we're testing it out. And I'm like, dude, give me all you
He
got.
said, yeah.
I was like, dude, the
Did it just
wildest-
make you relax? Is that what happened?
probably
Right.
because so I just it's funny.
No, he was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drink.
Just have
Like,
and just yeah.
I think it was the fuck it energy where it was
Yeah.
just kind of like, you know what, we got washed that first game.
Right.
And honestly, I was thinking, you know what? There's no way it can go worse than that.
Sure.
And so I was just.
You're like,
thinking
I'm just gonna have a good time.
We're just gonna have a good time, and honestly, too, I will say this: I felt bad because of my performance.
Nah, bro.
Right? But I was like, you know what? If I play like shit, I'm gonna at least be a good time.
Sure.
That's what I thought about that second game, and I thought that was a little bit better.
That game was awesome.
That game was awesome, right? But I need to
I will
have
never
more.
forget the visual of you sitting at the bar with that beer, just looking so sad though.
Aw.
So
He looked because he hadn't had the beer in him yet. It was his first beer.
Oh, he was just
he was
starting,
so
so he
sad.
still was sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
it was like, no, it was bad because I remembered that game, and I was telling this to Daniel. It's like that was the first game in a long time where I legitimately was shaking, and I think anybody that watched that game could see it. The other team side, that's why they kept hitting me in the corner. And I just remembered, I was like, yo, Daniel, we can win this tournament. Let's go. So for that to be like our first matchup, and it was so bad because I just remembered, I guess there was one of the times when I was walking back with a beer in my hand,
One at a time.
One of
It's
yeah,
yeah, one time. I guess Isabel brought it up after we got back to Vegas, and then she goes, "Yeah, I saw you with a beer in your hand. I wanted to ask you how you were doing, but your eyes were just glazed over." So,
You knew how he was doing.
Yeah, you knew how I was down bad, but you know,
Wow.
it turns out that like, you know, maybe beer's a pretty good answer.
Maybe the eyes being glazed over was the difference.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's my lock-in face.
Yeah,
is like
it's
a
the glaze.
glazed. Yeah, yeah.
That's your lock-in face. when you
That's
got
my lock-in. Because okay, so you guys are talking about, oh yeah, health. You know, like let's get like healthy. You know, like the night before. I'm starting to think, let's put that to the test. Next tournament, if I lose, I'm pounding beers.
Okay.
10 beers.
Okay.
Sounds
every
good.
loss.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a good.
Or maybe I start off the day with pounding beers. Then I'm gonna
Yeah, the real science experiment.
yeah, the real science experiment. But you know, that is something that I've been struggling with a lot lately. Is like the mindset aspect, where it's like locking in, staying focused, being aware of like the things that I know like are my weaknesses, but not dwelling on it. Like,
Right.
I think my friend. It's so funny. My friend said, you know, she was at work the other day. And she's like, yeah, I just feel like I've been in a flow state lately. So opposite of flow state, where it's
Right.
like once you start making like mistakes,
Yeah.
then it just kind of snowballs and you're just making mistakes over and over. I think that's something.
And you're focusing in on it too.
You're focusing in on the mistakes, and you're the whole time you're thinking, I don't want to do this mistake. You're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been struggling with a lot, like recently. Like how do you guys kind of like get out of that low, like in a game where you're just, maybe it's a flaw state, or maybe it's just the opponents are like icing out your partner, so now you're getting all the balls. Like what's your guys' approach on how to like kind of deal with that? And honestly, I'm gonna ask you this question: how did you deal with that when our opponents were just sending every single ball to my corner? And they're just sitting there crashing out.
I think it's harder for you than it is for me in that situation.
Really?
Yeah, you have to hit 20 balls in a row.
That's true.
That's true, but how do you?
Well, here's the reason why I'm asking, because honestly, and maybe I'm the problem.
No.
Because
no.
no. Listen, not in that scenario, but I've had it happen where it was my partner that was
Right.
getting all the balls sent to him in his corner, and I'm also crashing out internally. So
I
that's
mean,
why
it's
I'm
frustrating
yeah.
for both partners, but
Yeah.
for you, it's more frustrating as the person who's getting 20 balls hit to them,
Yeah,
and they would get progressively harder and harder and harder.
yeah,
I think as your
I'd
partner
be more
though,
frustrated.
it's important when you, I mean, obviously you recognize it, right?
Yeah.
So it's important, like, for him to reassure you to, like, just
Like, yeah,
keep
you're
going,
hitting
being
your shots,
positive,
but, like, who's
just
hitting
and
25
reassuring you
shots
that you're
in a
doing
row?
the best you can. Because
Yeah.
when you target one, especially in a competitive,
There's a
game,
reason it's such a good game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just have to just reassure your partner and say, just, do your best, keep it, positive, upbeat. That's
Yeah.
all you can do.
Well,
I-
yeah.
I agree at that point. If I think we had a few games that all the balls were going to me, and I think having a good partner, I think that's the help is not through the gameplay, but the help is through the
Mental.
like,
yeah.
hey, you're doing great.
Like words
So
of
that's where
affirmation,
that
yeah.
partnership comes in.
Yeah.
But I guess, what about beyond that though? Like, is there any change in your game plans where it's like, okay, like, like they're getting all these balls. Like, is it like lobbing more? Is it slowing the game down? Is it taking is it just like huddling after like the game and like taking like a little bit longer, like a water break? Like, what
I
is?
think we had we joined the USPA 250 in Houston. I was gonna say Austin. Houston. We got pretty beat up on our first set. We lost the first set, and then on our second set, I'm like, hey, what is this? Reset. We're talking about techniques, and I told her they were strong tennis players, both of the opponents, very strong tennis players. So we tried one thing: slow down the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We won the second set. It was effective. On the third set, super tie break. It was amazing to see. They slowed down the game too. And I told Persa, it's working. They knew that slowing down the game was working, and they're doing it too.
Yeah.
So it was the longest game I've played too. Yeah. And I remember a super tie break. It was 6-8. They were up. And then I just remember slacking at that point, like, okay, I've accepted fate at this time. I'm tired. the moment I started just letting go and slacking is when I hit a very great overhead from the back.
Yeah.
So then I made a point, and then I saw the people who were watching that time. They were like, "Whoo!" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoo!" And then I remember the feeling like I did that because I let go, and I trusted myself.
Yeah, she played relaxed.
That's the hardest part is playing relaxed. And just letting
Yeah,
go.
just calming down out there.
Yeah, there was a practice session that Daniel and I had, and he at some point this is when you really started to like hone in on the fact that when I get in my head, like you just need to snap me out of it.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, dude, I do not give a fuck. Just hit the ball. Like it doesn't matter if it goes to the glass, fence, whatever. Like he was giving me this pep talk, and I was like, all right, yeah, probably not, right. And I played so much better after that. But I was like, man, you gotta give me that pep talk in the upcoming tournament, because it is like it's trusting like your muscle memory that like you've hit this shot before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you hit it now? You know.
Yeah. And going back to the basics, right?
Going back to the basics.
Like moving your feet, keeping your eye on the ball.
Yeah.
Take it back down the middle. Make those shots so you can build your confidence again. And
Make
then
it easier on yourself.
and then take those little riskier shots once you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say though, the whole slowing the game down strategy. Again, we were a little worse at that point. We tried that in San Diego. I was like, hey, maybe we should try lobbing. And then
He hits a lob. This guy hits a smash from the back. We're like,
from the baseline.
yeah, we're done lobbing.
That's not effective.
And then I kept lobbing because I literally had no
So
idea
funny.
how
We're
to
just
like
I
deal
don't know what
with
the
it.
fuck to do, man.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened? You told us not to lob.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what else to do, bro.
We ran out. Like and it was like it was kind of like what you were saying. You hit that one nasty shot and it just gave you all that confidence, right? And that really is all it takes. Because like I said, after you gave me that talk and I hit that smash, snapped me out of it, right?
Yeah.
But for those guys, it was the same thing where like we hit them one kind of like easy lob, like it was just kind of like a gimme.
And it was just game over.
It was done after because I just saw that guy light up and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, you know.
I don't know if it's just me, but I have this technique as well because I've played with a lot of players, different playing styles, and I've shared it to her too. When we get tense during the moment, like we're playing against ladies, but we've played a lot of games with men, higher level men, like crazy games, and then I'll put it into a perspective, like, hey, we can do this. See her, it's him. This is like for sure.
This guy that we played against
the guy we played against. That's how this girl.
Yeah.
We've played with this person. They're just in a different
Format.
This is the same people, but just different. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's just
like we've seen this gameplay.
Yeah.
It's a different person, but we've seen this.
They played just like
They played just like
insert name.
insert
the
name.
names.
Yeah. I do try to do that sometimes, but man, it's just like it's insert name here, but on peptides or something. That's what I'm saying. You know, so it's just I don't know. But anyways, speaking of peptides, I don't know why I said that. You know how like with paddle, sorry, I just had peptides in my head this whole time. You know how with paddle, it's so different from like our other hobbies, I feel like, because I've had this conversation with tons of people before where it's like they come to me and they said, you know, like, thanks for getting me into this. Like, I've never been into like a hobby like this. Like I got into pickleball and it's like, yeah, I'll watch like, you know, pickleball highlights, reels, stuff like that. Like I got tired of all the dinking and everything. But, you know, it's like I got into it like in like sort of like a casual way.
Yeah.
But I think with paddle, like, yes, we have that 90 minutes where we're playing on the court, but I feel like our lives also get impacted off the court with paddle. It's a whole lifestyle decision, a whole lifestyle. Like,
Yeah, well, you can get lost in it. Some people don't, but
some people don't, but I would argue a good majority of the club, even the ones that were a little bit more hesitant to like really get into it, are so invested in it.
I was hesitant.
What was that?
Sorry, I was hesitant.
Yeah.
He was hesitant. I know nobody would believe that now, but
Yeah.
but yes, I mean, we did a lesson together for the first time just to get a feel for it. And he was kind of like,
This isn't.
yeah.
for
But then he
me.
came back, and I think what helped him is the friendships he's made.
Yeah, that helped a
you
lot
being
at the
included
start.
in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think the bonds he's made, the sense of community he's made. I mean, I think lifelong friends now. Like he's embraced it, as I have. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. So
How has it like sort of affected like your lifestyle, like just like day-to-day decisions that you make, or
no.
you know?
Yeah, everything revolves around paddle. Like I have a game, so my meeting has to be after the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, as much as I can, I try to play once every day. I remember when I first started, like Daniel, I was taking 3-4 games a day, but my body can't handle that anymore. So, but yeah, like my life revolves around carving out that time for that hour and a half for me to be able to get on the court and not think about anything else. I love it. It's such a healthy escape. So no matter what, whether it's a friendly game with friends or a competitive game, you know, it's healthy. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was for me because it's my first and last thought of the day. I ruminate my shots. Like
That's
I'm in bed.
hilarious.
Like, what did I do wrong in there? Oh my god, that was a silly shot.
That's like when he texts me the morning after one of our games.
Morning.
He's like, I can't believe I hit that one shot, dude.
I was very distraught because there was one matchup that we should have won that matchup, and I just remembered again it was tiebreak. It was 5-7. Well, it became 5-7.
No, it was 4. It was 5-4. They were serving.
Yeah, and there was an easy.
They were up 4-3.
Yeah.
And what happened? I don't remember what happened.
You set up a nice shot, so you hit it at their foot.
They popped it.
They popped it, and I was so happy. I was like, "Yo, this is the easiest shot of my life I've hit," and I'm in front of the net. You know, all I had to do, I could have just honestly, just this
The wrist.
nice tap out motion with your wrist.
Yeah.
You're literally just nothing. But I was like, nope, I am putting my entire body weight on this thing. Right? And I just remembered like as soon as the ball hit my racket, like in that split second, like I just wanted to go home because it literally, I don't know how that ball went just straight. It didn't go down, and it wasn't even like straight and fast. It just went straight, and it went so slow.
It somehow went up.
It went up, yeah.
It went upwards actually. Now that I think about
And
it.
it was so slow. Like, it was almost like God was taunting me.
Right.
Like, this is what happens when you overcomplicate something. And it hit it. And I just remembered, like, honest. And you didn't. You looked horrified.
He literally, like, is on his knees with
Oh
his head in his
no!
hands.
But you know we've all had that.
And then I
Every
get a
single one
text
of us.
the next morning.
Oh, this is the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was bad. No, because I was like, dude, this is the sickest shot. And because he was still new, right? So I was like, yo, I'm going to show off to this dude real quick. I'm pretty sure I had a hard time sleeping.
Obviously, you woke
I
up
had
texting
those
him.
nights.
I
yeah.
texted him. First immediate thing, I want a rematch. We did.
Yeah.
And you beat him, right? I'm sure.
Yeah, we beat him.
That's not your worst moment on court.
What was my worst moment?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
You don't
Go
remember Net Princess?
Oh, I do remember. I remember
Oh.
Yeah, Net Princess is
I remember that.
one for the ages.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead. Go ahead and explain.
No, it's okay, man.
It's
We'll
okay.
leave that one for another time.
Yep.
Okay, good.
We'll
Thank
leave
God.
that one for
We're,
another
yeah, we can leave that for when we're getting monetized on the channel. Shoot. Do you guys ever find yourself like when you're at home and you don't even have a racket in your hand, but you're just like practicing motions?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did that in tennis too. I'm always like, you know, you're just kind of doing
Yeah.
this or, yeah.
And then the backhand facing the mirror. Like, ooh, that looks good, but then
Yeah. I do this thing, so like I'll find my friends just to make sure no one's home, right? I'm like, a sweet. And then I'm like, I'm leaving the kitchen, like I'm like cooking, right? I'm cooking. I have a spatula in my hand. I'm like, I'm like doing the motion, and it's always, and I don't know why.
love that.
I don't know why it's always a backhand. Like
Oh,
that's what I
God.
first start, and then I just start like, I'll start like trying to do like, like overheads and stuff like that. I'm like, man, why can't I do this when I have a racket in my hand and I'm playing? Because I'm like, I feel like my form is perfect right now.
That is
You
so
know?
funny.
And I'm just like swinging wildly in my house. My 3 dogs are just like wagging their tails, like, what is going on?
even
They're
when
getting
I'm at
excited.
work,
Yeah.
I'm walking in the hallways, I was seen like doing some.
You're like hitting volleys down the hallway.
while walking.
Yeah, I had a friend. He was like that with basketball. Was like, he just like walk around the house and he just go, you know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but I'm finding myself doing that kind of stuff, and then back to the lifestyle thing. I've never worn so much Adidas in my life until I bought my Adidas racket, and I was like, man, this is a sick racket. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'm gonna just start buying like Adidas workout.
You would
clothes,
swear they were paying him to
Seriously.
wear their stuff.
You're loyal, huh?
Yeah, I really like Adidas. I rep the brand. I wear everything that they have. I have the latest rackets usually, so.
He has a collection of all the metal bones.
Yes.
I do, yeah. A lot of them are cracked. I mean, it's. I've invested a lot in Adidas rackets, guys.
Hint.
Yeah. But I guess back on like the lifestyle stuff. So the other day, my friend brought me to like, cause she loves doing Pilates parties like for her birthday.
Yeah.
And first of all, I almost died because this is my second time at Pilates, which I don't think that should mean I should be trying to do candlesticks
No.
yet.
Absolutely not.
But I saw my
I
friends.
don't know what that means, but I know you shouldn't be doing it.
You're hanging upside down. Hanging.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, nice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Second.
You're bat
So-
hanging from the
Yeah, I'm a
ceiling,
bat. Yeah,
basically?
like a vampire. It's like a vampire pose,
Yeah,
right?
nice.
And it's. I asked first question I always ask the instructors: are you sure these things are weight tested?
Sure.
Because it's like
Very valid.
because look, every Pilates reel that you see out there, right? It's always some like fit lady or whatever, fit guy, like legitimately looks like an Olympic athlete usually. And so when you see them doing these inverted poses, it's like sweet, But like if you see me out there doing these inverted poses, it's like like how are we sure the pipes are good? Like because okay,
Pipes.
or whatever it's called.
The trapeze, yeah.
Have you seen these?
Bro, I thought you meant like the plumbing, dude.
No, yeah.
No,
like,
so he's referring to the Cadillac, which is like a trapeze.
Yeah, I've
so you've
seen
got the bars. And
It's like a BDSM torture rack looking thing.
yeah.
it does
Yeah.
look
It
like
does
that.
look
Yes,
like
That's what it
does.
looks like, yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
does
does.
look like.
But and
But
honestly,
I can't believe that you were attempting to do that pose because that's one of the hardest poses.
I know it's crazy.
Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you do it?
Hell no. So literally, I
Thought I'd
kept
give you the benefit of the day.
so sick, right? I hang for like 2 seconds, and then like I felt the blood rush to my
Which,
head.
listen, the fact that you even got to hang is huge. Most
like-
people can't even get into that pose,
For
Armand.
0.2 seconds,
doesn't-
and then I freak out, and then so I was like, oh, I don't want to do this, and then so I go and I smack, like I literally slam my calves
Yeah,
into
on the
the
bar.
on the bar,
I know.
and it hurt, and it was so bad because the instructor was like,
well, now they're weight tested.
well, exactly. Hey, listen, I weight tested those things for them, so you're welcome. Sunday Pilates. So I did it 2 more times, and the same thing. I kept slamming my calves. I'm like, dude, I'm done with this stuff. And I'm just looking at everybody. I'm like, how the
What
heck
are you
guys
guys
these things?
doing?
But then after that, like then I posted on my Instagram story like, oh yes, placebo. I just like
Yeah,
to.
I saw it. Mhm.
I just
It
like
was
to.
great.
I
He's
just
a
like to
rage
bait.
baiter.
Yeah. But then I'm getting more like paddle and Pilates like content.
It's huge.
Into
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
into my
That
feed.
crossover.
Yeah, that crossover. It's really it's fascinating to me because I'm like, so I know that Pilates does help with, like just kind of like stretching your body and like making it feel good and stuff like that. But so there is synergy with.
There is synergy because, we've discussed, like breath work is so important. Pilates breath work is everything. Knowing when to breathe, how to breathe. So you will learn all of that in Pilates. Yeah. You have the stretching factor, which is huge for men because men are not as flexible.
That's true.
So when they come to Pilates, they really benefit.
Yeah.
And as you know, when you're playing paddle, the way you have to get low,
Core
all
strength.
of that. I think is so important, and it works really well with Pilates. Core strength is another big thing, that's basically the center of everything for you. So it definitely goes hand in hand with everything, and strength,
Yeah.
So you're building strength, flexibility, breath work. It all goes hand in hand.
What about course? Because when I watch people play paddle, and this is coming from someone who's like very like casually observing like people play a sport at a high level from like a casual perspective. Like I never really grew up playing sports in my life, right? So what is it about core? Like, because obviously my first instinct when I watch people play paddle is it's arms and then probably your
No.
legs. right?
It's like probably your core and your legs and your butt.
Because you are bending down
The
a
way
lot.
you're
It's
getting
like,
low,
yeah.
Your arms should be loose. Like
Yeah.
technically, you're not really using most of the muscles in your arms.
Yeah.
That's why I keep sending shots to the glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it mostly comes from legs
Like
and
your core, like
core,
you said, like
legs,
the
you know,
center
just
of
that,
your
you know,
body.
yeah, that,
Rotational. You know, like baseball,
Yeah.
like rotational athletes, golf.
which we're doing
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, like they're not
Yeah.
using their arms, although that's what's connected to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it all comes from their legs, their butt, their core.
Yeah, a lot of people that are learning the kick smash, they actually said it's your legs and knees. It's not the arm.
It's the
Yeah.
power from
It's
the
the
legs.
power.
Yeah.
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 And I think too, like with Pilates, like the one thing that I'm noticing, like when I'm really struggling, right, is like that longevity and like that like sort like it's almost like its own cardio in its own way, like without you even like running, which is crazy to me. Like it does build so much of that muscle. But one thing that I'm curious to kind of hear your guys' thoughts on is there is a stigma where Pilates is just something that like girls do. Like, do you guys think that that's something where it's like, is there a shift in that now where it's like, it's more...
Where the men are more open to it, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that more men are kind of just like, you know, taking that challenge on where it's like, oh, like this is actually like a cool workout.
I think I'm sure everybody's on Instagram now and you're seeing those reels of like the men going into Pilates, these big buff men that are like professional athletes or whatever. You see them, so they're obviously very fit, but they struggle when they go into Pilates classes because again, it's a different type of workout.
Yeah,
It's very slow. It's very the movement is very intentional. So they're not used to that. It's not just pumping iron. It's
explosive.
very it's not.
like,
So the fact that you're going so slow, so controlled, breathing, keeping your abs tight. It's a different type of workout. And I think more men are embracing that because they're seeing that it's helping whatever their sports or whatever it is. Like you see Ronaldo.
I agree with that too. But
He's
like,
doing Pilates now.
I just don't think men do group classes.
In general, like they
as much
do.
as women do.
That's true.
You know what
I think
I think
right.
men are more inclined to work out
on their own
or with
rather than
one
going into
guy,
a class
rather than
environment.
do a
This
class
is true.
environment.
That's true. So
just in general,
Right,
like
right.
not every person.
yeah. So
Do you, and that's general because reformers and Cadillac, it's all group.
All
Settings,
class.
right?
yeah, unless you
I mean,
own
can
your
go on
own
yeah,
reformer, but I think you're seeing more professional athletes really embrace, Pilates, whether it's
Well, it's gotten big.
yeah, it's growing, and mat Pilates. That's another.
Yeah.
Using your own body weight and using bands. So there's other ways. So
Is that something? So I don't know how much you can get into your
sure, no,
Pilates
yeah,
studio.
of course.
Is that something that you're trying to sort of like? Is that a market that you're trying to get into where you're trying to attract more men to come? To
Absolutely.
Pilates, right?
Absolutely. So for us, I think originally we were gearing more towards women, but now we're going to have a weight room. We're going to have a whole medical side. So yes, it's going to be complete wellness, fitness for both men and women. So I'm hoping that we will attract more men, and hopefully even, I would actually like to, offer like Pilates reformer classes with your paddle in hand and things like that. Like that, I'd like to do stuff like that as well. So since I have such a love for the game.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the stuff I've seen. It's like they like put their racket like with the
So it's the control. Again, it's being able to control and keeping your eye on the paddle, but then yet you have to balance on the reformer while the paddle is in your hand, and you're watching your paddle.
Yeah.
So it's all this, again, balance, control. It's important. So.
And what would you say for people? Because Cadillac is easier than reformers, I think. So what would you say to people that are like intimidated by that like whole thing?
So I think for us we will have like intro classes so people can come and just try, and we will give direction and get them on the machine. Yeah. So that way they feel comfortable, so then they'll start coming to classes and they feel confident when they come in. Yeah. So I think the intro class is making sure that they have that opportunity to get on the reformer and feel comfortable with it. So then they're, going to
Coming back.
Yeah, they're going to keep coming.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Is and your studio is mostly going to be with reformers. There's no Cadillac yet.
So we're going to have 12 reformers, and then we're looking. This is still, in in the works, but we're looking to add a second floor, and the second floor will have mat Pilates, yoga, fit classes, kettlebell, and then the weight room, and then the wellness side. And the wellness side will have hyperbaric chamber, red light bed, cryotherapy, compression therapy. So hopefully I can work with P1 and, you know, bring some of their, you know, the members there, and it can, you know, all work together. So.
And your Pilates brand is called?
Breathe.
Show off that logo.
So this is the logo, which actually Armand helped with. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And do we have like, is there like a timeline that you're thinking of? You know,
I think we're looking at probably, I'm gonna say, to be safe, let's say 8 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but everything's already like in motion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And have you guys done Pilates ever?
No,
I've been
I
trying to get
haven't.
her to get me into a class.
I haven't. I'm scared to try.
You gotta. We
But
should
with
go.
her,
we
I
should go
trust-
together.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
We
God,
should all go together.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Let's
should
do
all.
Pilates class. Sunday Pilates where I've been, and it seems like, I think it's like you can do like a group class for like, I think $30-40 or something.
We should do it.
We'll do it. I'll show you guys a candlestick.
I would love. I'll pay the $30 just to come see you do
Listen,
a candlestick, bro.
Here's the thing, guys. The first time that I went, I just completely plopped over. Okay, this time I got the 0.2 seconds.
0.2 seconds, and if I'm standing there guiding you, you would be able to hold it and stay.
Yeah.
And then you think that I'm holding you, so you're more confident, but I'm really not. And then you're able to stick it.
Light work, guys. I'm gonna do a full candlestick next
We'll
time.
get a picture on Instagram for you guys.
Yeah, there we go. But I will also say, I'm also down to do reformers.
Well, you're gonna be, because you're gonna come to my studio.
Yeah, of course,
So,
of course.
for
And
sure.
we'll, yeah, that's gonna be we're gonna have a great video on that.
Oh God.
Check out my backhand reformers. No, but yeah, we should. Yeah, Pilates. Pilates is like something that is growing in worldwide. It's not just in the U.S.
No,
right?
it's almost the same as paddle, you guys. You see how it's growing so much in the States. So
Yeah.
Pilates is kind of both. Pilates and paddle are growing rapidly. So yeah,
Did Pilates originate in the States, or?
it was Joseph Pilates created it, and it was in the States. Yeah,
It was in the
yeah.
States. That's interesting. When it comes to like Pilates, like studios, like because you travel a lot, especially what you do. Like, is that something like? Have you seen like Pilates studios,
Oh,
like because you've been to Japan or like Bali? Like, is that something that you're kind of seeing like when you're looking at paddle courts? Like, do you see like a frequency of Pilates studios?
Yes, there's actually one Padel Club in Bali. It's a Bali social club. They have a Pilates classes there. They hold Pilates
wow.
classes there daily.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
really?
Yeah,
So they do, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a spot where they do. I don't have Pilates language, but they
Yeah.
have those.
The machines.
The
for-
machines,
yeah.
like
yeah.
6 or 8.
So they do kind of like encourage it, like with their. That's cool. And do you see like is it still predominantly women that do it, or is it also
Yeah.
men? Okay,
It's mostly women.
that's cool. But like, you know, kind of going back to the whole like,
They actually have it on the second floor, glass, while looking at the Padel courts.
oh, that's
wow.
sick.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually
beautiful.
sick.
That's really cool.
But you've seen a lot of cool like like facilities like all over like the globe at this point. Like, what is it like to travel just to play paddle? Like that's your main prerogative now.
Yeah,
to
you
travel,
got some
right?
cool.
Yeah.
I think so. Even if I don't speak the same language as them, there's this universal language in the court. I can relate this to my experience playing in Japan. There was a challenge conversing to them in English, and I somehow I ended up doing this group coaching, and then the coach was telling them directives, what shots, and then so I was like, what? And so I just started watching everybody what shot they were practicing or what shot they were doing, and then there you go. I was like, oh, we're doing backhand right now. Oh, we're doing vibra right now. But then, and so there's the universal language in Padel in the court, and we just connect. They were just
That's really cool. Do they have like similar? So obviously, when it comes to serving, all of us have specific rituals that we do. Right? It's like, oh, we're just bouncing the ball like this, or like, I think yours is you bounce the ball just with your left hand.
Yeah,
right? And then
you
it's
noticed that?
I noticed this. Yes.
Wow.
I'm very curious on rituals. And
You know,
stuff like that.
you're the first person that has ever actually said it. And that is my ritual.
That's your
but I
ritual,
don't tell
right?
anybody.
Yeah, Sarah's ritual is she likes to, she's bouncing and then she's like raising her racket already, and then by the time she's ready to go, and then it just goes. You know, I don't even know. Actually, I don't know
think
your
I have
ritual.
one.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, you just kind of go. It's kind of
I
crazy.
just gotta go.
But
What's yours?
I do.
I just like I just do like
He
a
does
weird
the-
like
yeah.
I just kind of like, oh sweet, this feels good. You know, I'm just trying
Let's
to feel the
go.
ball.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like I'll raise my hand just because I realized like before I needed to find a consistent place to drop the ball from, so I did literally just do eye level.
You're different spots every time.
A different spot every time. I'm like, Daniel, how come my serves are just like ending up in
Well,
that spot?
literally that's what dictates your serve, right? Is where how you bounce
Yeah.
it, how far up it comes. It's true.
And I used to add like I used to actually go like this,
Yeah.
but now I'm just like dropping it just so it's more consistent. But do you find like, is there any rituals that you pick up or any cool things that you pick up from other places when you play?
Nothing that I can think of as of the moment, but I've been really. It's not a ritual, but no, I can't think of any.
Can't think of it. What about like ways to play or like you know
I've also done different coaching with different coaches around the world. My biggest frustrations, even up until right now, is my backhand. But there's this one coach that made me so confident with my backhand. She told me, this was in Hungary, Budapest. She's amazing. It's Coach Sandy. She told me, you don't have you could just lob. You don't have to always attack in your back.
yeah, just lob.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's right. And yeah.
Do you think that the way that they play in different places, like, is it very different compared to how we play? And do you think it's just because of like the style or like the kind of culture that they have, or like is it more like, is it just because like let's say in Bali maybe the balls are moving a little bit heavier, or like is it just location?
That makes sense.
Like
That's
that?
a good question.
I think padel is played the same everywhere. How do I say it? But I don't really see like, oh, they play. No, it's the same playing styles, different levels, of course.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the level that is different. But padel is a universal language. Once you're in the court, it's padel.
That's true.
That's awesome. Because I guess the reason why I ask is I remember when you came back from Bali, you've always had a smash, like especially like when in comparison to like a lot of the players at the club, like you're able to like kind of whip the ball in like a certain way where it's like, yo, I'm not getting that back, right? And it's a very insane smash for like, you know, like women's division 2 or 1 or whichever division you're playing now. But when you came back from Bali, you got a Vibra, and you just like your shots are just so much more controlled. Where it was like before it was like smash, 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 and then you got like lessons, and then it just kind of felt like you were able to like kind of like change the pace of your game. Where it's like now you can kind of go from like, you know, slow and then fast, and then okay, let me just take it back a little bit. So that's why I was kind of curious. Like, do you think there was like a change between?
It was actually Marrakesh before Bali. I went to Marrakesh, and on the last day of the retreat, the person that I played with during that mini tournament that we did for the retreat, because I noticed that my old self just hit it.
Yeah.
He stopped us in the middle of the game. He was like, come here, Sarah.
That's
You slow down. Maybe slow it down.
Yeah.
I still
try
could
this.
visualize him in my mind right now. I think you can. And then I realized, like, you know what? I should try that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, moving after that, I changed the pace.
Yeah.
That just.
And what?
It's actually the experiences with different people that changed my game too. Different partners.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You
do
adjust
tend to, yeah.
accordingly, right? Depending
Yeah.
on what's needed.
Yeah, I play very differently with
Yeah.
Daniel versus like playing with like some of my other partners.
Right, no, it's
just,
true.
It just depends on the strengths,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Also, I know this guy's gonna get
Everything.
every
Everything. Yep.
single ball,
Yep.
everything. So I'm like, sweet. Like I don't have to like really worry about like I don't have to worry about like certain parts. You know.
I remember
Nice.
saying one time like, "Oh my God, how did he even get there?
Yeah.
How did he know it's gonna go there?"
Yeah.
So it's amazing. He
And
plays.
I get
amazing.
lucky.
I get lucky.
I just know when I hear "Hey," I'm like, all right, this is gonna be an in ball. It's fine. We're gonna.
Actually,
be just
you're
fine.
right. I've noticed that
Yeah,
too.
it's
That's
fine.
true.
You're gonna get when you hear that from Daniel.
Yeah.
You just lock in because
Yeah.
you're still gonna get that ball back. Like there's gonna be another shot.
Mm-hmm.
But is there
Oh shoot.
was there a specific moment? Because I know you were traveling for a while. I didn't see you for a while. You were traveling for a while, and then at some point you were like, oh, by the way, I'm doing Paddle Nomads, which is your like your business now. Like what? Was there a specific moment in time, or were you traveling with the intention of doing this paddle business?
No.
Just for
Honestly,
fun and
100%
then, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Like I kept like, oh, I'm gonna join another retreat,
Yeah.
and then I was like, and then I woke up one morning, I was like, oh my God, like how about I try to like host one,
Yeah.
like because I was already thinking like I was actually already looking to join another one this summer, but then I was like, wait, I already know people already,
Yeah.
and then so it just happened like, okay, let me try this.
It just happened naturally for you.
Yeah, naturally.
And yeah.
But even before Padel, I always love putting itineraries together for my friends. I have this Excel format where back in college, people were like, oh, can you send me that itinerary that you do, Sarah, to just flight 1, flight number 2, da da da. So I still have it with me. So I think I'm very happy that I'm able to do this because with my previous, I did a lot of travels even before Padel.
Yeah.
So I already know how to do the logistics with the hotel, with negotiations, with people, with the transport, with the drivers. Like, oh, this is how to do it.
And you have a spreadsheet of all these?
Yes, I have a spreadsheet of all.
Oh, so you're a dork. First of all, I've tried to use spreadsheets before. Not my thing.
Like when I travel,
What? No, it's not.
when I travel, I have this spreadsheet because I travel I don't stay in one country.
Okay.
I try to like, hey, let me go to this country. I'm already in this area.
Might as well hop around, yeah.
That's true.
Like I've already, I flew 12 hours. Might as well.
Flight
So
number
like
2.
I'll be in the night before or every night or every day. I look up my spreadsheet. Okay, this time. Oh, this time. And then I look at the Google Maps or Apple Maps. I always check my spreadsheet of the itinerary and the tours for myself that I reserved for myself that day.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Would you?
It's a lot.
Yeah. Would you ever do like a paddle and Pilates kind of retreat, like with?
Hey, that's already in my thoughts. I'm just
Okay.
waiting
beat her
for my
to it,
partner
bro.
There
here.
you go.
Waiting for my partner here.
That's
Beat
really
her to
exciting
it.
though. And Paddle Nomads is now like, I mean, it's already started, right? Like,
Yes.
you're already like a USPA sanctioned community or something like that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Congratulations.
Honored. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's kind of move on to something like, so we're gonna start doing this thing with our podcast where we're gonna have a segment called Racket or Rave. So I just kind of want to get your guys' thoughts. Like, is there something that you want to rave about or rant about lately in your paddle journey, or even just life if you want to, that you'd love to share with us? I'll go ahead and start. I'm learning how to play right side.
Are you raving or ranting?
You know what? I'm gonna
That's
do
a
a
good-
rant. I'm
Are
gonna
you
do a
okay?
rant. Yeah, because it is so hard, guys. Like, I think usually people recommend that you start playing right. You know, when you first play paddle, because
Yeah.
then you can learn all the angles and you can just learn how to be consistent, stuff like that, right? I don't know why I was like, nah, screw that. And I started playing left because it just got so frustrating for me to play right, because it's like my whole goal is to just keep the ball and play right. And then the way that it was explained to me at first was my entire job isn't to kill the ball, it's to set up my partner to kill the ball, or just so I'd see a short lob and I'm like, damn, I want to kill this thing. And then like I see my left side play and they just send it to glass. I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So then that's why I because of my impatience, I played left more than I played right. And then so now I'm kind of doing the opposite of the journey where it's like, you know what, let me pull back and let me learn right. And all of a sudden, my angles are different.
Yeah.
And then it's like my overheads aren't hitting, my V-bars aren't hitting, my back, and all of a sudden I'm using
You have
my
to adjust
backhand more.
everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And people don't realize like that shift where you're on the right side versus the left side.
It's not easy.
It's
yeah.
not easy. You know, like there is a big difference
There
like
is.
both sides. And when you first start, you don't realize what those differences are.
Yeah.
And so it's just like whiplash for me, guys. Like, but I will say, with my league partner, we're actually finding better results because, like, yes, the angles are different, but because I played so much with this guy, I have actually like picked up on a couple things that you do where it's like when there's a middle shot, I used to just be like, well, he's got the forehand, he's gonna shoot that. Now I'm like, oh no, this should be my shot so that he doesn't have to like get out of the way and stuff
Mess
like
up
that.
the angles. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm playing right side at a much higher level than I used to. But because my muscle memory just isn't there yet,
Right.
it's a lot of fence
But
shots.
the fact that you see the shots, you
Yeah,
can see
just
it.
takes
You're
more thought.
That's,
and
I
once
mean,
you do
that's
that,
great.
you're good.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so now it's like I'm switching more from like an aggressive mentality to like, you know,
Yeah,
trying
that-
to think of things.
That never happened
Set
for
up
me
your
playing, right?
aggressiveness.
Yeah, just trying to like be more like tactical and like
Right.
thinking more forward thinking.
Yes.
What about you guys?
What's
I'll
your
go
rant or
first.
rave?
I'm gonna just rave for just the fact that paddle's growing so fast. Like
Yeah.
I'm loving it. It's so exciting, and the fact that we're already in it and enjoying the sport. I love that it's growing so rapidly.
Yeah. Hey, are you still listening? Are you locked in? All right. I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do a mix of both.
That's
Well, I've had a friend that has playfully said, "Oh, paddle is not a real sport." It's so easy to like, but overall, paddle it really humbles you quickly. Once you're in the court, I was like, "Oh, it's a real sport."
Did you bring this friend to the corner?
I told her like, "Hey, I can."
Has she actually tried
bring
it?
a partner. I play with you one versus two. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Bring this person to the court. let me talk to him. Let's see.
Well, it's like baseball where it's like it may not like look the most energy,
I did
but
it.
like
Yeah.
it's so skillful and tactical.
It is
Yeah.
very much so.
So I let go of that conversation. I didn't really jump. What encouraged me to not like talk back or like be reactive about it is like wait till you see because it is
Yeah.
growing. Wait until you see. It's not gonna even be too long from now. It's
Has this
growing.
person
You're gonna
seen the
see it.
professional split?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Has this
Okay,
person
then that's a
played?
different
I
thing
don't
because
think
if you've
so.
only
Okay.
seen casual matches,
No, they haven't
And you
even
haven't
played
seen
yet. They
professionals
haven't even tried
play?
playing yet. So I
So-
think let's get this person on.
So,
the
but I'm very
Put him on the court with put him on the court with us. Yeah. Real quick, I want to talk about what you just said about baseball. So this is going to be a mini rant, okay? The reason why I kind of hate on baseball sometimes.
yeah,
guys,
he's a hater.
and it's mostly because I remember I watched the Giants game, right? And I saw
Boo.
this guy coming up to bat, right? And I'm like, yo, that guy's built like me. When I
But
watched,
he's getting paid $250 million.
and then he hits a home run.
Yeah.
well, first of all, no, he didn't hit a home.
Oh,
he
he
didn't hit
didn't?
shit. No,
Oh,
he
okay.
struck out.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, when I'm watching like
Yeah.
paddle, right, or like basketball, football, well,
The athletes?
certain position of football, soccer, right, like
Yeah.
UFC, like all these other sports, it's like peak of like human physique.
Yes.
And I don't mean to be hit. The only reason I hate on baseball sometimes, because like I said, I'll see some guys and I'm pulling up and I'm like, man, he really is like built like me. Like, what's the difference? You know?
What was the
difference?
Huh?
What football?
That's why I said certain position
Toledo
of
was
football.
built like you.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for admitting that. That's it. That is my other short rant.
Your second rant.
My second rant. Yeah, it's just
I love
I'm just a baseball hater.
That's
sometimes.
okay.
Man,
That's
it's okay. We can all hate on something.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
My rant is that my league match got canceled because
Oh,
Oh no.
somebody. On
Okay,
this
but to our
somebody.
defense,
and now you're getting 3 lessons before. Like, whoa.
well, we should back it up. Our first league match was supposed to be against each other. We both play right. All our exchanges are against each other. My partner and his partner, obviously, yours actually ended up injured. And then my partner was out of town. But yes. So maybe it was a little bit of a blessing because Phil did get injured.
Yeah.
So.
No, it was. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. So we're not
How
looking.
many lessons?
She got 3 lessons.
One-
2 of them in one day. 2 of them in one day.
And one was by him. So.
Wait, what by you? What are you doing, man?
I just took her. Yeah, I know.
Wait
was
till
like,
after.
What are you doing?
Yeah, wait till after. Or
Or teach her something else.
I teach her all
teach
the
her
wrong
different.
things.
Yes.
I would have sabotaged
Form
that
is
so
wrong.
quick. I would have sabotaged that so
I
quick.
know. No, he didn't.
You know, when you're on your backhand, you should actually be stepping with your right foot first. Can you imagine? That would be crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely. I don't think P1 would ever want me as a coach. I would be so biased. Oh, I like this person. Hey, man, this is what you want to do with your forehand. The moment that I'm like, man, I'm beefing with this person, brand new player, you should get a 40K racket, like carbon fiber. Just start with a hard racket already. But yeah, honestly, guys, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much
Thank
for having
you
us.
for
It's an
having
honor
us.
to be your first guest. We are honored.
Yeah.
So
No,
we're
this-
excited for
Thank
you.
you guys.
This has
Yes.
been awesome.
Thank you for trusting us.
No, of course. I mean, you guys, listen, again, I see all of you guys as pillars of our community.
Thank you.
And, the growth of paddle, we're all a part of that.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to kind of see where we're headed as a community, as a sport, whether or not you're a part of our, community now, paddle is something that you help build, especially here in the United States. We are still growing.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. For Sarah, you could follow, her Paddle Nomads page.
Yeah, on Instagram it's the Padel Nomads, same as on Facebook.
Yeah. And then we'll get you started for this.
It'll
Don't
come.
worry.
It'll come.
We'll get you started on that. For you guys, as listeners, if you guys want to start engaging with us, what was your aha moment that kind of made you switch from whatever sport or hobby you were playing now to paddle? Just DM us, reach out to one of us, and then maybe we'll feature you on the next episode. But until next time, we're going to have another episode up next Monday. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.